Hi, class of 2021. This is Miss Black. Congratulations on reaching your senior year. We're so excited to be working with all of you as you get ready for your next steps. On September 23rd, we will begin having individual conferences with each one of you. The conference will allow us to discuss specific goals for you. We'll also talk about what you need in order to graduate from high school. We'll talk about some college information, state scholarships, military, workforce, whatever it is that you plan to do after you graduate from high school. We've tried to schedule these conferences during your elective periods, but that may not have worked for some of you. You should have received a letter in the mail with the date and the time of your conference. If you haven't received a letter in the mail, please let your counselor know, and we will make sure we schedule a conference for you. We want to make sure that we're meeting with each one of you individually. A few housekeeping things. So, new for this year, at Awards Day, we will have a new award, the High Honor Graduate Award. This is for a senior who has maintained a cumulative GPA of a 4.75 through the third quarter. Calculations for Awards Day are not rounded up, and they're carried to the third decimal place. Also remember that classes like dual credit, virtual school, or any other approved course that closes after the last day of the first semester will not be factored into Awards Day. One exception for this is if the course is led by an Anderson District 3 instructor and follows our grading schedule. For example, a spring semester Tri-County class will not count towards Awards Day because these are led by Tri-County instructors. Educational psychology is a dual credit class, but it is taught by Mr. Gray, and it's on our grading schedule. So Ed Psych will count towards Awards Day. Honor graduates are students who are a senior or a graduating junior who have a cumulative GPA of a 4.5 through the third quarter. All grades for quarter 3 are due on April 13th. So this is when we will begin calculating after April 13th, the last day of the quarter. That's when we'll start calculating for Awards Day. Again, calculations are not rounded up, and the GPA is carried to the third decimal place. For an honor graduate, once again, dual credit, virtual school, or other approved correspondence courses that close after the last day of the first semester will not be factored into Awards Day. I'm also going to talk a little bit about attendance. I know you guys have heard me say this since your 9th grade year. You've got to show up. So I know that we may have gotten into a little bit of a habit of sleeping late or not leaving the house, but it is most important that you come to school. So in order for you to receive a credit for a course, you have to have a passing average and you have to come to school. So no more than 8 unlawful absences in a 1-unit course or 4 unlawful absences in a half-unit course. This is different than last year because our classes are on a 1 semester instead of a full year. We have made that unexcused or unlawful absence number smaller. We will have attendance recovery. So attendance recovery is offered twice a year, once at the end of first semester and once at the end of second semester. The dates for attendance recovery are in your handbook. The maximum number of periods that you can recover for a full unit course is 8, and for a half unit course, it's 4. You do have to pay for attendance recovery. It's $5 per class period to be recovered. If you have to come to attendance recovery, you've got to be on time and you can be dismissed for misbehavior. So just come to school. Let's don't pay for attendance recovery. Let's just come to school now and get that taken care of.
Research colleges. You should have already completed this process. However, if you're still researching colleges, that is absolutely fine. The best way to do this is look online. Often schools have a link where you can actually take a virtual tour, and it's a great way to see the campus. Also, make sure the college has your choice of major. So think about what you would like to do, talk to your counselor, take some various assessments, and then make sure the college has your major. Also, pay careful attention to application deadlines. Look at SAT, ACT average scores, look at GPA averages, look at other information on the site to see if you meet the criteria. Also, you might want to look at the financial aid site and look at the cost to attend the college. Is this college within your budget? You can also use an online tuition calculator that you can normally find on the financial aid page of a college. Also, we encourage you to visit. The best way to learn about a college is to actually be on the campus and meet with admissions, financial aid. Just take in all the sites of the college. Schedule your visit with the college. Typically, this is done online. You can look on their websites and usually under admissions, or they may have a special link where you go in and you complete an application or complete a form to indicate that you would like to visit online. Most colleges at this time, they are starting back to welcome visitors to their campus. They do follow the guidelines of wearing a mask and social distancing, but they want you to see their college as well. If you do miss school to attend a college visit, please make sure you bring back an excuse from the college. This excuse needs to be turned in to Ms. Martin in the attendance office. She's actually now located in the guidance office. Seniors are allowed to visit 2 colleges during their school days. Applying to college. Today, most applications are online, and they're readily available by either searching in Naviance, or you can go to the college website, and typically you'll see a link that says apply now. Apply to your first choice now. Crescent High School will host college application days to also assist you in the process. College application days will be October the 15th and 16th in the Media Center. During college application days, some colleges will actually waive their application fee. And we typically encourage college admissions counselors to drop by to assist. We'll be doing some virtual meets with them during this day as well, just to get information. For those of you who will be attending Tri-County Technical College, we encourage you to wait until college application day. We know in October, Tri-County's application is free, so that will save you some money. During the process to apply to college, some colleges have a counselor recommendation page. If you see that during the application process, please print and turn in to your counselor. Also, some colleges are part of a system called the Common Application. If you apply to a college using the Common App, you must match your Naviance account with your Common Application account. There's steps to do that on Naviance, and we will be glad to help you as well. We also have a sheet that you will receive at your IGP conference called Student Activity Sheet. We use this when we're writing recommendations for you. You just need to complete this sheet and turn it in to your counselor. Also, please allow a week prior to submission deadlines. Sometimes, in the fall, we are extremely busy writing recommendations, processing transcripts. So please give us time to complete this. Next, you will see some helpful information. This is what we call a school profile. Again, during your IGP conference, you will receive a copy of the school profile. It lists information such as mission statement, graduation requirements, some statistics about the recent graduating class. Colleges like to see this at times, and sometimes there are questions on the application that you can refer back to the profile to get the answers to. College admissions testing. This has been a big topic during this COVID time period. Students planning to attend a four-year college straight after high school should take the SAT or ACT. Again, we will have handouts with the dates and deadlines. Some colleges will take SAT or ACT scores from the student for initial acceptance. However, all colleges will need official test scores from the testing agency before enrollment. You may be hearing a lot about test optional during this time. A number of colleges are saying that their admissions process, part of it is test optional. However, this may eliminate you from potential scholarships. So we are recommending that all in-state applicants still test. Also, if you review the guidelines for Palmetto Fellow Scholarship and the Life Scholarship, they do have some test requirements. For students planning to attend a two-year college right after high school, they will not need to take ACT or SAT. These students will take a placement test called AccuPlacer, and that will be administered by the two-year college. As you are reviewing the SAT, ACT, you need to determine which test is better for you. On this slide, you will see the differences between the two tests. We also encourage you to speak to your counselor. They can offer some additional information. You can also take practice tests to determine which test might be better for you. Also, some students take both. So we encourage you to do your research, to take some practice tests, and then determine which tests you would like to take. Send documents. Send in your test scores directly from the testing agency. When you go through the process to register for these tests, you have to request that your scores be sent to colleges and universities. Some colleges and universities will take scores from the student for admissions, but they all want official scores for enrollment. On this slide, you will see the websites for SAT and ACT. This is something that you have to do. You have to register. Please keep up with your usernames and passwords. One suggestion is to put these in your phone or also have a folder that you keep all of your usernames, passwords, and you keep your confirmations in, any documents that you print. A good folder just helps you stay organized.
So we're going to talk a little bit about the free application for federal student aid. This is often referred to as the FAFSA. The FAFSA is an application that you and your parents will fill out together. Any student who wishes to receive scholarship money, grant money, or a student loan must complete the free application for federal student aid, the FAFSA. The FAFSA is available online only. It will be available starting on October 1st for you to be able to complete. It's going to be based on your parents' 2019 tax information or whoever claimed you on their taxes. The FAFSA is available at FAFSA.gov. If you get into a site and it asks you to pay money, this is not the correct site. As it says in the name, it's a free application. They're going to ask a lot of information that you may not be able to fill out by yourself. So it would be best for you to find a time when you can sit down with your parent or your guardian to complete this together. It will probably take you about 30 or 40 minutes to do together. If you're having trouble with the FAFSA, there are events that are going to be held at Tri-County Technical College, October 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 12th. They have different events at their different campuses. Make sure you're checking these times closely. Several of them are in the morning, and a couple of them are in the afternoon. You will have to take your information with you, and it's best if you and a parent go together. Again, there may be questions on there that you won't know how to answer. We are also going to be holding a FAFSA event here at CHS. It will be on November 5th from 4 to 6. We haven't decided where it will be held, but don't worry, we'll give you that information closer to the time, but it will be somewhere here on our campus. Again, you and a parent will need to come together. You'll need to bring your 2019 income tax information. I hope you've all gotten your taxes done because you'll need that information or be able to access it in order to complete the FAFSA. You'll also need to know birth dates, social security numbers, driver's license numbers, addresses, and you'll have to create a password in order to access this each year. Once again, the FAFSA is a free application. It's created in order to help you be able to pay for college. So it's going to give you access to scholarships and grants and a student loan. If you have any questions, please let us know. If we don't know the answer, we will try to find someone that does. So most students have questions about scholarships. Scholarships are just something that you're going to have to set aside time and just get it done. Most of them are going to call for an application. We're going to have information posted about scholarships in several different places. First and foremost, we'll post every scholarship that we get information sent to us about on our Google Classroom. So make sure that you've joined the Class of 2021 Classroom. The code for that classroom is 6LKMX4L. Note that this code, those are L's, not a 1. We'll also have a newsletter that is printed and posted to the classroom, and it will be printed in a hard copy version that will be available on the bulletin board outside of the guidance office. Again, any scholarship that someone sends us information about, we will put it into that newsletter or on the Google Classroom. If we get printed information about a scholarship, we'll also post it on the bulletin board outside of the guidance office. Sometimes we'll post special scholarships on social media. So make sure you're following all of the Crescent social media spots. We'll post information there. We also have information about all of our scholarships posted on Naviance. If you'll go to your Naviance page and you'll click under scholarships, it will give you a list. It will have these broken down by when they are due, and it will have them broken down by different requirements. So merit-based scholarships are based on how well you have done in the past as far as your grades or your test scores. Needs-based scholarships are going to be based on your financial situation. Some scholarships are going to be needs and merit-based. All of that will be in the scholarship information that we post. There will be some scholarships that we're going to post, that we're going to announce over the PA system at school. So make sure you're paying attention to those announcements in the middle of the day, at the end of the day, or the beginning of the day. If it's a big scholarship that's only available to our students, we'll make sure that we're announcing it. Some other places to look for scholarships are going to be to Google it. Go to salliemae.org, fastweb.com, scholarships.com, or Scholarship Monkey. All of these are scholarships sites that you can put in information about yourself, what you're interested in studying. It's going to ask you information about whether you're a male or a female. It may ask about ethnicity or race. It may ask about future job plans, or it may ask about what type of school you want to go to. So you'll fill out kind of an informational survey, and then it will send you scholarship information that is specific to your needs or your request. Remember, never pay for a service or an individual to find you scholarships. Scholarship searches should be free because the point of a scholarship is to give you money, not for you to pay. State scholarships are provided to citizens of South Carolina. So these are only for students that are in our state. This money was generated by the lottery. So if you've ever played the lottery, you have helped give someone a scholarship. The Palmetto Fellow Scholarship is the most rigorous scholarship to get as far as the state scholarships go. You have to meet 3 requirements in order to get Palmetto Fellows. A minimum of a 3.5, rank in the top 6% of your class at the end of your sophomore, junior, or senior year, and have a minimum score of a 1200 on the SAT or a 27 on the ACT. You meet all 3 of those requirements, and you will be eligible for the $6,700 your first year and $7,500 during your sophomore, junior, or senior year. One other way to get the Palmetto Fellows is to have a minimum of a 4.0 and have a test score of a 1400 on the SAT or a 32 on the ACT. So you can see Palmetto Fellows, it's pretty difficult to get. One scholarship that many of our students will qualify for is the Life Scholarship. The Life Scholarship, you can be eligible for that whether you attend a 2-year school or a 4-year school. So let's talk first about a 4-year school. In order to get the Life Scholarship to go to a 4-year school, you have to have 2 out of 3 requirements. A minimum of a 3.0 on the South Carolina grading scale, rank in the top 30% of your high school graduation class, or have a minimum score of an 1100 on the SAT or a 24 on the ACT. So you only have to have 2 out of those 3 requirements. Now, if you're interested in going directly to a 2-year school, you only have to meet 1 requirement, and that's a 3.0 cumulative GPA. So in order to get $5,000 to go to a 2-year school, you simply have to have a 3.0 GPA. So many of our students are eligible to receive the Life Scholarship. The South Carolina Hope Scholarship is another scholarship that is available for those who are going directly to a 4-year college or university. This scholarship is only good for 1 year. You have to have a 3.0 cumulative GPA. If you meet the requirements, for the second year, it could roll over into the $5,000 Life Scholarship. So if you qualify for the Hope Scholarship, you do well when you're in college, then it will roll over to the Life Scholarship, which could be good for 4 years. The South Carolina Needs-Based Grant has no GPA requirement. However, you have to complete the FAFSA. Remember, the FAFSA is the free application for federal student aid. The lottery tuition assistance is also based on the FAFSA, and it can help you cover up to the cost of tuition. But again, it's going to be based on your family's income.
All right, guys, this is Mr. Smith. I'm going to talk to you about using Naviance and requesting transcripts using Naviance. You guys have used Naviance your 9th, 10th, and 11th grade year to do some different activities. You've already done some college searches. You've already done some career inventories. You've done some virtual college tours, possibly using Naviance, but you're going to use Naviance to request your transcripts this year. Now, to get into Naviance, all you have to do is log into your Chromebook. The school webpage is going to be in the background, and Clever is going to be in the background. You'll click Clever, and the app for Naviance will be in the Clever list. If you scroll down just a little bit, click on Naviance, and it will log you into Naviance automatically. Okay, this is just a screenshot of what it's going to look like. It's you guys have already probably added some colleges that you're thinking about to your list. If you haven't, you can go in and you'll click this link that says colleges I'm thinking about, and you can heart any colleges that you are interested in. But then when you get to the point of actually applying to the colleges, you're going to click colleges I'm applying to, and you're going to add to that list. Once you do that, once you add colleges to your colleges I'm applying to list, that's where you'll request your transcripts. Once you are in the colleges I'm applying to tab, there is a red plus button at the top of the page. That's the plus button that you're going to click to add the college that you want your transcript sent to. So we will send your work in progress transcript to that college. And then once you get accepted to some colleges, and at the end of your senior year, when you decide officially where you want to go, then you'll do the same process again. You will request that your final transcript be sent, and we'll send it to that college so that you can start classes in the fall of your freshman year of college. All right, so this is just another screenshot in the colleges I'm applying to section of Naviance. So, you got the drop-down menu here where you can select your college. If you've already submitted your application, you will click the box that says I've already submitted my application. And then you will click the button down here at the bottom that says add and request transcript. And that's basically the final step in the process. Once you've requested several transcripts, say you're deciding, hey, I want to go to possibly Anderson University, Clemson University, you've got a backup option. You might also want to apply to Tri-County Tech. You've got several options here. You've requested your transcript, and it says pending. That means it's just waiting on your counselor to send that transcript to the college of your choice. If you want to add additional transcripts, you'll just click the plus button at the top of the page. And I'll try to let you see this live on the website in just a second. All right, guys, when you're in Naviance, just show you an example. When you're in Naviance, this is what the home screen in Naviance looks like. So once again, you've used Naviance for career research. You've looked up some colleges. You've probably already added some colleges that you're thinking about. So here's where you would click to do some college research. But once you know the colleges that you're applying to, you'll click there. You've already added some colleges to your list. Okay, so that if you have a list of colleges that you're thinking about applying to, they would be listed here. The red plus button will be listed, or will be up here at the top of your screen. So that's where you'll actually click to add colleges, and the list will populate right here once you've requested the transcript. And you'll be able to see that it's requested and that it's pending delivery to the college of your choice. And once again, you can use Naviance for many things. You can use it to research colleges. So if you're just doing some college research, like let's say you chose to find out a little bit more about Clemson University, you can do a virtual tour. You can link to the actual application. It'll tell you some information about graduation rates, about the price of tuition, about acceptance rates, all the information you might need. So do some more college research. We would encourage you to do that. One of the last things we're going to talk about as far as Naviance is concerned is to click on the scholarships and money button. All right. So the scholarship list will take you to all of the scholarships that we've actually posted as a school. So local and community scholarships, some state scholarships, we'll post those, and you can see the list in Naviance if you click on scholarship list. You can also do national scholarship searches if you choose to do that, but that'll be an important tool for you to use your senior year. All right, and once again, this is just a screenshot of that same page where you can click on scholarships and money to do some scholarship research. We really encourage you to use this tool. It's very helpful. If you guys have any questions at all, please come see us in the guidance office. Thanks.
Hey, Tigers, if you are interested in participating in college athletics, you will need to register with the Eligibility Center. You will do that at www.eligibilitycenter.org, and you will need to let your counselor know once you're registered, because your counselor will need to upload your transcript to the NCAA website. Once again, if you are interested in participating in athletics in college, you will need to be eligible through the NCAA Eligibility Center. You will need to create an account, and once you finish that process, you will need to let your counselor know so they can upload your transcript. Also, males who are 18 and older will need to register with the Selective Service. You can do that at www.sss.gov, and you will need to do that once you turn 18. Colleges can withhold your scholarships, grants, and loans if you do not register. If you have questions, stop by the guidance office.
So we hope some of the information that we've given you in this video has been helpful. Remember, we will be meeting with each one of you individually. We will be giving you several handouts during this meeting, so don't feel like you've got to go back and remember everything. Remember, as you're getting ready to apply to college, research, visit, apply. If there's a school that you know you want to go to, go ahead and apply now. But we will have college application days on October 15th and 16th. Send your test scores. They will be sent by you. Request that we send your transcript. You'll do this through Naviance. Complete the FAFSA. Any money that you're going to get to help you pay for college will have to be complete. You'll have to complete the FAFSA. Your parent or guardian will need to help with this step. Apply, apply, apply for scholarships. If you don't ever apply for a scholarship, you're not going to get one. And then when all is said and done, you'll have to decide. Look at the schools, compare the bottom lines, and then decide. And remember, class of 2021, make the most of your experience at Crescent. To accomplish great things, we must not only act, but also dream, not only plan, but also believe. Go Tigers!